When I first heard about Howard's treatment, my initial reaction was guilt. I felt guilty that he couldn't play sport and do all the usual things he loved, and that he'd watch me doing what I love, knowing he couldn't do it himself. The problem I had was I felt like I had to win everything because Howard was ill. I had to do his physical activity for him, and if I didn't win, I wasn't living up to the gift I had of being healthy. I found myself going to the gym to escape, and I would walk home because it was longer than taking the bus, giving me time to think and be by myself. I didn't want to have friends back at my house, and I didn't, as Howard knew he was sick and it wasn't a space for fun. It certainly wasn't good for him or fair to see me having fun and him being denied. I felt alone and guilty. My mum would ask me how I was doing, and I would always say I was okay because I knew she had so much going on with Howard, and I didn't want her to have to worry about me as well. During Howard's treatment, he was only able to make it to school 2, maybe 3 days a week. And on one of these rare days when he felt well enough, he decided to make the walk to the bus stop in the cold and the wet on his own. And that 5-minute walk already taken all the energy he had available for the morning. Once he made it to the bus stop, he waited, as he always would, for the bus to arrive. But on this day, the bus blew straight past, not stopping and definitely not letting anyone on. Howard was extremely upset, as he knew that he could not make the 25-minute walk to school on his own, and it would be like having to run a marathon whilst towing a car behind you. But at the same time, luckily, were 2 of my great friends also at the bus stop who knew about the hard time Howard was having and decided they would help him walk to school. One of them carried his bag and the other one put his arm around Howard to assist him and make walking easier. They got about 1/3 of the way to school and Howard became exhausted. He couldn't walk the rest of the journey and he became very upset. My friends decided unanimously between the 2 of them that they would make sure Howard got to school no matter what the cost. So one of them carried all 3 of their bags and the other one picked up Howard and carried him on his back. They walked all the way to school in the rain and the wind and the cold just to make sure that Howard could make it to school. It was an amazing display of kindness and strength, and Momentum is exactly like that, exactly like my friends who helped Howard at the bus stop that day. During our difficult time, they were there to help us carry some of the load when it feels too heavy to manage alone. And sometimes it gives you exactly what you need the most. The reassurance that you are not forgotten, that you are not alone, and there will always be people willing to go the extra distance with you. With your help, you can help hundreds of charities like Momentum to carry thousands of families. Thank you.